There's a cold case from 1994. The girl's name is Laralee Spear, and she got off her bus and immediately somebody kidnapped her, took her to a road, took her down the road to a burned down house and assaulted her and shot her several times. And then her mom called to report her missing. She was 15 and they found her body shortly after. The Akashic Records, Archangel Metatron, Thoth and Laralee Spear's higher self. What can the tarot reveal about the tarot and oracle reveal about the events leading up to Laralee Spear's disappearance on April 25th, 1994? And so can the Akashic Records. She was being stalked. She was being spied on. Whoever did this was monitoring her closely before they did it. And that, because I guess, I mean, I don't really know, but like readers say that if it falls on the floor, it's something that's unseen. So someone was definitely stalking her movements. Someone was watching her close enough to know what she was doing. The sun reversed. The two things that stand out on this card are the sign Leo, which could also mean someone in law enforcement, and the words the father. So it could be a father figure, because I think they said that the parents were rolled out, so I'm not trying to accuse anyone. Clarify the Page of Swords and the Sun card that came out. Clear the confusion. Testimony at the bottom of the deck. Someone will speak up for you, speaking your truth, speaking out after being unheard evidence. And then ransom. Ransom, withholding love, approval, or freedom until you give something up. Power, imbalance, sacrifice. So maybe it was initially done as like some sort of like kidnapping to get something out of someone, but like something. What time? Okay, so at 3:15 she gets off the bus. So by 4:05 the mother reports her missing, and then by 5:35 the body found. So let's say like she was kidnapped, right? She was kidnapped, but that doesn't give a lot of time between 3:15 p.m. and 4:05 p.m. Doesn't give a lot of time for, you know, if this was like a kidnapping where they were like, well, I have your daughter, give me money, right? Doesn't give a lot of time. But it has to be somebody that is on the inside, like a cop, who could easily know how to track someone and spy on somebody, or someone who's a father figure, but somebody who would have had, like in 1994, I don't feel like surveillance technology was that advanced. So there has to be, and somebody that had a gun as well, you know? So there has to be like foiled plans type of thing where they ran out of time because they knew, they somehow had an insight into knowing when the mother called. So she gets off the bus, you have a few minutes to drive to the location to do what you're doing, and then you somehow can get word or hear on like a radio or something that the mother is looking for her. So you don't have time to do what you were planning on doing. So you have to shoot her several times and try and get rid of evidence or whatever. And you have to get out of there, because 3:15 to 4:05, that's not a lot of time to be able to hold somebody. And I would look at who investigated the burned down house as well, or who has been called out there to break up like kids hanging out there illegally. Power imbalance, sacrifice. So it's like they wanted to maybe extort something from the family, but didn't have time, so they had to sacrifice their initial plans. Can we clarify the Page of Swords, the Sun, the Father, Leo, ransom, power imbalance, sacrifice, testimony, evidence, answer from the Akashic Records? Clear dark insights only, please. Red lipstick stains and attachment issues. It's complicated. I think that when the mom called at 4:05 p.m., that's when the plan became complicated and somebody there was evidence. Red lipstick stains and evidence came out. So they needed to quickly come up with some type of solution You know, maybe the fearful card is like, oh shit, I'm gonna get caught. Like maybe they thought like that they had more time to do something. Because like, I feel like shooting her multiple times is excessive. But like, if you're in like a panicky state where you're like, fuck, you know, this went wrong, you're going to kind of not act appropriately. Clarify it's complicated. Clarify it's complicated. And power and balance. Sinking feeling, yes. Bad hunch about someone proves true. Sense of dread or anxiety, worrisome realization, foreboding. So it's complicated. I don't think that they expected to have the mom so on top of things. So if that's the case, then when it says the father, I'm not thinking like family, but I'm thinking about somebody who has access to some type of surveillance with the Page of Swords. Somebody knew how to spy, probably had access to like police radio, and it's someone who's a father figure. So they had, or so it's complicated. And look at like it's complicated card. It's like, you know, a detective doing work, right? It's complicated, but it's like if there was anybody that was a suspect and you have that feeling like this person's off, bad hunch about someone proves true. So that could be the person of interest. So what I'm getting from these cards is that the word that sticks out on this card is teaching and leadership, but in reverse. That it was somebody in a leadership position, like a teacher or a cop. But I feel like it's someone that likes to have sex with children or like kidnap them with the Wayfarer. And somebody that has probably actually kidnapped and murdered a lot of children. This person is not a female. This is a male because feminine came in reverse. And with this card, Isis came in reversed, and it means whatever I wrote on this card, it says reversed blockage, imbalance, or shadow expressions of those qualities. A distortion or blockage in nurturing. So it's someone with like severe, a man who targets children and kills them. He's a spy, like he does some type of surveillance. Leo could be his sign, so he could be born in late July or through August. Overpossessiveness, attachment issues. So overpossessiveness, neglect of self or the connection, misusing or holding back power. So misusing power. So it's someone that had access to being like surveillance equipment, somebody who might not have been in a leadership position, but maybe worked at, you know, a company that did something with surveillance, you know, like maybe home watching, maybe somebody that helped the police station set up surveillance, you know, like something to do with that. Blockage in nurturing, intuitive, or magical flow. So a blockage in nurturing abilities for a male would lead them to this Wayfarer, which is known for human trafficking. Wants you dead. So what I'm getting is that this male who did this, who somehow had access to be able to spy and who knew that that call was coming into the police at that time. So either he was spying on that family. I feel like he was over possessiveness with attachment issues, either excessive over possessiveness and excessive attachment issues. It's like he knew who she was, like really well. He knew he didn't have time because somehow he heard that phone call at 4:05 p.m. Somehow he heard that call and was able to be ahead of what was going on. Are there any hidden connections or clues in the tarot and oracles that could shed light on who was responsible for Laralee murder? Ten of Swords, betrayal at the top. Nine of Wands, defensiveness at the bottom. Nine of Swords behind. King of Pentacles reversed. Greedy, materialistic, wasteful, chauvinist, gambler, poor with financial decisions, exploitative. You see right through them, female energy, but that came in reversed. We have confirmation that it's a male. We have gossip, people you don't know are gossiping about you, and an official is obsessed. Akashic Records, should I take an official is obsessed? Answer from the Akashic Records. Akashic Records, should I take an official is obsessed? Upright. Answer from the Akashic Records. Should I take gossip, people you don't know are gossiping about you? Should I take it? Upright. Answer from the Akashic Records. Okay. An official is obsessed. Upright, rank, structure, or authority is fixated on you. Their obsession is data, not devotion. Protect your high priestess files. I think we know who did this. So gossip could be about just him having that intel with the three of the Page of Swords. So Page of Swords is surveillance, somebody that is spying, right? We have feminine energy reversed, and we had feminine reversed. So this is definitely a male. It's a father figure. It's someone who abused power, because we had two leaderships come out reversed. We had leadership come out reversed, and then we had the other reverse card that said abuse of power, abusive leadership and power. An official is obsessed. So at the bottom of the deck, we have should I take 2 cards for the bottom of the deck? Should I take 2 cards for the middle and top? So this person, is this the person that murdered Loralee's energy? Answer from the Akashic Records at the bottom of the deck. Answer from the Akashic Records. So this person persistently watched her in like solitude. That's what I'm getting from these cards. He persistently watched her, so that lines up with the Page of Swords with spying. So we have the 2 of Pentacles and the 9 of Swords. So he was trying to figure, like, because it said like he had like some unnatural obsession with her. It was like he wanted to take her, and it was all he could think about. And in the future energy, it shows that he exploited her. He killed her with the King of Pentacles reversed and the 10 of Swords. He was somebody who should have been in a leadership position doing the right thing, but it says possessive on there too, with the King of Pentacles reversed. He ended up killing her. Chauvinist. It's a male energy. With the 3 of Swords, we have loss and trauma. Are there any hidden connections or clues? I feel like the King of Pentacles is very relevant, because King of Pentacles upright would be someone in I would say leadership. Someone who is a businessman or reliable, who's safe to be around. Patriarchy. Someone who provides security, prosperity, someone who's well off. But reversed, this person could be abusing all of those characteristics. Akashic Records, Archangel Metatron. Look, an official is obsessed. But in this case, it's not a good thing. Like, at all. Akashic Record, can we clarify? An official is obsessed with the King of Pentacles reversed for Laralee Spear, and any hidden connections or clues in the tarot that could shed a light on who is responsible for Loralee's murder. Distraction, being pulled away from what truly matters, avoidance, resistance to truth, fear, growth. It could be that, like, him, if it is an official, if it is a Leo, a cop, someone who's misusing power, it could be that they were planting distractions along the way to like hide things, to mislead, to confuse people. should I pull from that deck for what insights can tarot and oracle provide about the location or circumstances where Laralee's body was found behind the home on Deerfoot Road and from the Kush records? What insights can the tarot provide about the location or circumstances where Laralee's body was found? Smooth talker, and he's wearing a fucking suit. He looks official, like a detective. Deceptive words to trick, persuasive, charmingly dangerous. This is somebody that knew how to get away with things, knew how to spy, knew how to be a fucking creep that does this. I don't feel like Laralee was his first victim at all. This is somebody that knew that that call was coming in at 4:05 p.m. Knew that he ran out of time. Probably thought, for some reason, had the thought that like the mom wasn't as attentive as she is, for whatever reason. But when that call came in, he knew about it because he had some insider fucking knowledge on surveillance. And that's why he shot her and left, because he knew he didn't have time to fully like get into what he was planning on doing. Distractions and smooth talker. This person made it look like they cared. Like this person is probably someone that detectives talked to or who actually worked on the fucking case and placed distractions in the way to confuse people. An official is obsessed, and other obsessed cards came out. Other obsessed cards came out. I'm gonna ring this bell because this official's energy is fucking toxic. Let's do a spill the tea. Akashic Records, Archangel Metatron, Laralee higher self, Law and Thoth. Tell us more about the smooth talker and the distractions with the King of Pentacles. Group dynamics. There may have been more than one individual involved in this crime. It could be somebody, like I said, that targets children, like Wayfair, the Wayfair card, where it's like they target, they kidnap, and they murder children. But like something about this was like he ran out of time. He didn't think that the mother was as attentive as she was going to be. So he didn't think that people, shocking discovery, he didn't think that people were going to, he didn't think that people were going to start looking as quickly as they were. Like, he knew about the abandoned burned down house because he probably worked on that case, or, you know, just had information to those files, like about the local thing happening. So this could even be like a news reporter, anyone that who looks like this, who dresses up, who looks decent, who has a position of authority, except they abuse their position of authority and they give people distractions so that the truth, it's like dancing around the truth of what really happened. You know, like if you come up with some new lead, they're like, oh, no, that's not it, right? That's not it, because they want their fucking tracks covered. Group dynamics. He wasn't the only person involved. Can we get another card for an official is obsessed? Double-crossed. You may face betrayal or being double-crossed. The official. Okay. What's this next question? How can the tarot guide us in understanding the motivations or background of the person who committed this crime? I feel like we got a lot of clarity on the background of who this person is. Someone who is in a position of authority, who abused their position of authority, and someone who actually has done this a lot with the Wayfair card. And it's not a feminine person. It's two feminine cards came out reversed. It is not a feminine person who did this. How can the tarot guide us in understanding the motivations or background of this person, of the person who committed this crime against Laralee Spear? Laralee Spear's higher self, Thoth, Archangel Metatron. Clear and direct insights only. How can tarot and oracle guide us in understanding the motivations or background of this person who committed this crime against Laralee Spear? I'm telling you, King of Pentacles. Should I take the King of Pentacles upright answer from the Akashic Records? Yep, leadership. Leadership, and when it came in reversed, it was leadership abused power. Abused power came out twice or 3 times. Someone in a position of leadership who might actually have some money, who's supposed to be a safe person that you can trust. Should I use that deck to clarify the King of Pentacles for how can tarot and oracle guide us in understanding the motivations or background of the person who committed this crime as from the Akashic Records? Okay. Hopefully this doesn't mess me up. I literally just split to this. What? I haven't even seen, I don't feel like I've even seen this card before in this deck. Akashic Records, should I keep private investigator? Answer from the Akashic Records. Yeah. This person was in a leadership position. They were trusted. They were supposed to guide people into understanding what went on. They're very convincing. That's why the father card came out. Father figure. It's supposed to be somebody that you can trust. A Leo detective. It's supposed to be somebody that you can trust that knew that call came in at 4:05 p.m. They were spying. They were spying on the family, or they had an inside in the police department or the 911 call center. They had insights into this, and they had a gun. So someone who had a gun. Overlooked behind it. Not being valued or appreciated, undermined. They weren't overlooked in that way. It was overlooked because they seemed like someone in a leadership that was trustworthy. They were overlooked because this person blended in too fucking well. And if any of you had a hunch about somebody but didn't like have any evidence against them, you're probably right. Okay. All right, I'm gonna ask this. Akashic Records, Archangel Metatron, Lord of These higher self. You know, that could be if like a cop was driving, or you know, somebody that looked like they were trustworthy driving, say, hey, get in the car, you know, I'll drop you off at your house, and she's a nice girl, and like, oh, okay, I guess. Like in 1994, we really didn't think about these things much. You know, oh, I know your mom, I know your dad, I know, you know, I know the family, I know your uncle, you know, oh, your Uncle Bob sent me, whatever. Like, lured her in because they look trustworthy, except they're not trustworthy, obviously. Akashic Records, Archangel Metatron, Laralee higher self, Ra and Thoth. What steps or actions can Oracle suggest to help move the investigation forward and bring clarity to this unsolved case of Laralee seer? License plates. Akashic Records, should I take this card upright? Answer from the Akashic Records. Should I only read this side of the card? Answer from the Akashic Records. Should I read both sides? Okay. The Celestial Guardian Council encourages you to tap into a strong authoritative energy, but with the understanding that even the most powerful appearances can be deceiving. Oh my God. What the fuck? Okay. Your communication should be confident and intentional, reflecting the qualities of a leader who is both powerful and just. By integrating these insights, you can better navigate your mission and bring about the golden age with wisdom and strength. So these numbers, so I write down license plate numbers, so all of this could be significant. So that's the front. This is the part that I pulled out. So August 11th could be significant. The number's 8, the number 11, the number 26 could be significant. The word sun, so that's sun twice that came out. So maybe that's in somebody's last name. The number 777 or 7 could be significant. Somebody that knows how to read license plates. So somebody in the police department that scans license plates. The initials R, A, or H could be significant. The word hello could be significant. The letter E could be significant. The initials J, T, M, or Z could be significant. The initials F, E, or K could be significant. Or someone with kidney issues. Someone that has potassium issues, electrolyte imbalance issues in their medical records. Anyone born in August, anyone born in a Scorpio could be significant in the month of November. 2, 6, 8. Well, we have 8 there. Anyone born in February or on the 26th of a month could be significant. Okay, well, I'm just gonna end it there. I think I have like, oh no, I did all the questions. Okay. I hope this helps, and I'm not trying to accuse anyone in the family of doing anything. The father card just kind of presented itself, and I was like, okay. But then I did hear that the family was clear. That's why I'm saying father figure, somebody that is trustworthy. But it sounds like it is somebody within the legal system, to be honest, and that whoever was working on the case back in 1994, whoever even retired since then, or even has passed away since then, needs to be reinvestigated. I don't know if any justice will actually be brought through any of this, but it will maybe give the family a little bit of clarity into knowing that this is what Laralee higher self is saying, this is what the Akashic records are saying, and we, you know, the sun came out twice, so I'm asking for Ra to illuminate the shadows of this cold case. So this is, and Ra came out, so I saw that on a license plate, I wrote it down. So, you know, thank you to Ra and Archangel Metatron and Laralee higher self, and Thoth as well, for gifting us this information so that maybe it can actually lead to something or some type of conviction.